But now it's not just hurting your wallet, it's also bad for your health. This comes as credit card debt hits an all-time high. Dan Riccotto, our money man, is here to explain why it's bad for our health. But first, the average American has how much credit card debt? You ready for this?
We're sitting down. $6,400 is the average credit card balance right now. It's an all-time record high.
The only time I think that's okay is if you put your student loan on there.
And then paid off in full the next month. Right?
Good luck with that.
That's what we really want to do. Listen, you're absolutely right, Lauren. We always knew that credit cards can make you broke. Now, according to a recent study, they make you sick, physically sick.
That's terrible.
Here's what's going on. 86% of consumers that have credit card debt say they regret what they did.
Of course.
All right. That's not a surprise.
Been there, done that.
40% of those consumers say that it makes them sad, makes them depressed.
Because you're trying to climb out of a hole that you seemingly can't get out of.
And this is serious stuff. Depression's big business, as you know, bad business. And 20% of consumers say that their credit card debt is physically making them ill. It's actually making them ill. It's hurting their health. So that is a huge issue, right? The good news this morning, folks, is number one, you're not alone. This is a common problem.
It is.
And if you're watching, there are things you can do to get out of this funk, to make yourself financially healthy and put yourself back on the road to physical health.
I know one tip, and it's very easy.
Go ahead.
You have to pay a little bit more than the minimum amount.
Yeah, so here's the deal. If you have, let's say, a $6,400 balance, which is about the average,
right?
And if you're just paying the minimum, if your credit card's about 18%, a lot of them are more, but the average is about 18%. If you owe $6,400 making minimum payment, it's going to take you more than 30 years.
And then not to mention all the interest you're paying over that 30 years.
$18,000. So so I tell folks, look, if you're going to see the movie tonight, let's say you're going to see Black Panther or something tonight, so you can put in your credit card, that movie better be really good because you're going to be paying for it for the next 30 years.
Oh, my goodness.
Right? So don't get caught in that trap of just paying the minimum. A few tips. Number one, tackle the high interest rate card first.
So if you have multiple cards, you're saying?
Let's focus on the one with the highest rate. Just pay the minimum payment on the others. Let's get rid of it, okay? A little trick that we've talked about here on Good Day before that I still like. Get a 0% credit card offer. You can get them, usually good for about 12 months. Transfer your balances over. Right? Work on that card maniacally for the next 12 months.
That makes sense, because you're not paying interest.
You're not paying interest. You're only chipping away at the principal. Let's do that. And finally, if you really are jammed up, and a lot of people are, and by the way, don't be embarrassed, because it's not just lower income consumers that have this problem. I work with people who make a lot of money, and they're jammed up with credit cards, okay? If you're really in trouble, check out consumer.ftc.gov.
Okay, what's that?
The Federal Trade Commission. Just Google Federal Trade Commission. Government website that will help consumers, that can give you all sorts of information on how you can unbury yourself, how you can get back to fresh air when it comes to your credit cards to get you back to health.
Gotcha. I have a tip. People ask me all the time, you're always traveling. But my aunt taught me this, and I think it works beautifully. If you know you're going to spend money on traveling, let your money work for you, right? So I use my credit card to charge my everyday items. But I keep up with it, and then you pay that chunk off. But in the meantime, you're getting points and you're getting benefits and all that for using the credit card. So make your card work for you.
So you travel a lot.
Yes.
You really do. Mom, you're visiting mom in Florida, you're always on the road, okay? Or Atlanta. It makes sense for you to do that, to gather those points and use it against the cost of your travel.
Right.
For most of us who don't travel a lot, or if you're not traveling a lot, use the best cash back card you can get. Go for that cash and use that to help pay next month's bill.
True. Or we could win the lottery.
Or that. Or marry well.